If you've ever gone online to search a video about how to change your life, I'm making this video for you. Now, you can't change your entire life at once. So the first thing you need to do is to be clear about the particular situation in your life you want to change. Do you want to change your relationship, your health, your weight, your financial state? What exactly is the situation in your life you want to change? Write it down somewhere. Be very, very clear about it. Now, the second thing you have to do is to change the story you tell yourself. Now, we all have these stories that we hold on to. Let's say you want to make more money and someone is telling you that, "Oh, you know, you can make more money, right?" You're like, "No, I can't, because that's because is the story you tell yourself." "Do you know you can find love?" "No, I can't, because that is the story you tell yourself." Now, I don't know how you came about the story. It could be that it's something that happened to you that made you conclude on that story. It could also be a story that someone told you. Maybe someone told you you're unlovable. Someone once told you you're not their spec. And that made you decide that you're nobody's spec. You understand? So whatever it is, that story is the reason your life has not changed. Gong gong. I watched this movie here, and the guy in the movie, he was very toxic to people around him. He was a terrible boss. If you're working with him, you have to be under pressure all the time. Why was he that way? Because something happened to him that made him tell himself the story that people are useless, imbeciles, they can't get anything right, they're not to be trusted. This story controls his emotions and his thoughts. So the story you tell yourself will control how you feel, what you think, and what you do. So what happens when you change the story? When you change the story, your self-image changes. And it's actually your self-image you need to change in order to change your life. Your self-image, how you see yourself, what you think you're capable of. Changing your story changes the things you're afraid of, the way you look at yourself, how you see yourself. Okay, because sometimes you don't do certain things because you think you're not enough, you're too small, you're too weak, you're not cut out for it. So why do you think that way? Because of a certain story you tell yourself. The moment that story changes, your self-identity changes and your life changes. So I've actually mentioned two things you should do. Be clear about the particular situation you want to change. Change the story you tell yourself that has been keeping you in that situation. And then finally, set a system. You know, most times we set goals. I want to achieve this, I want to achieve that. But we don't talk about how we want to go about it. There should be something you do daily, that will help you achieve that your goal. That's a system. Because when we talk about certain systems, it's like it's something big. No, it could be that you've identified a skill that you need to learn so you can earn more money, and you've decided to improve on that skill. How do you do that daily? You should set a system, maybe a system that says, once I wake up in the morning, I'm giving 1 hour to this course, to study and go through my course materials. Or as soon as I come back from work, I'm going to give 1 hour to going through my course materials. Or before I go to bed, I'm going to give 1 hour to studying this course material. That is a system, a class system. Now, what will determine whether you achieve your goal is if you're able to do that thing you said you would do daily. As long as you're able to do it, there is no way you're not going to achieve your goals. And there is no way that area of life you're working on will not change. That is basically how you change your life. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. My name is Casey. I'm the creator of Life Lessons with Casey. See you later.